You may be familiar with another tool for creating maps on the web, Google Maps. And like me, you may be asking yourself, what's the difference and which should I choose? On the surface, OpenLayers and Google Maps are pretty similar. Both allow you to display interactive maps on a web page with different types of data. And if you're just looking to display a simple map on a public-facing website, then you can pretty much go either way. Beyond that simple use case, though, there are some key differences between the two which may dictate which one you use. First, OpenLayers is an open source library, whereas Google Maps is a proprietary API. So there are significant differences in the licenses and what you're allowed to do. Google Maps is free to use only on websites that are free, publicly accessible, and remain within their usage limits. So in other words, if you wanted to create a site with premium access, which included a map, you wouldn't be able to do that with the free version of Google Maps since you would be charging people to access the map. Nor can you create a map for your company's intranet since it's not publicly accessible. OpenLayers, on the other hand, is released under the two-clause BSD license, and so you're able to do pretty much whatever you want with it, including commercial work at no charge. I also find that debugging an application when I have the entire source code is much easier, so for that reason, I usually lean towards OpenLayers. Second, OpenLayers can display map data from many different sources, including Bing, MapQuest, OpenStreetMaps, even your own hosted GIS server solution if you choose to go that route. Google is more limited. You can't, for example, display Bing Maps satellite data in Google Maps if you prefer Bing's satellite imagery. However, limiting data sources to just what Google provides is not necessarily a bad thing if you're just looking to make a simple map and you don't want to worry about figuring out which data set to use and where to get the data from. Third, while OpenLayers is a great library, Google Maps provides some functionality that's not found in OpenLayers, such as driving directions. Since OpenLayers is open source, you're obviously free to extend it to your heart's desire. But reinventing the wheel may not be the route you want to take, especially for a project as large as implementing driving directions. Of course, you could always combine an OpenLayers map with Google's driving directions output if you wanted to go that route. So while both OpenLayers and Google Maps have their pros and cons, I personally prefer OpenLayers, since I enjoy working with open source libraries and the degree of control that comes with them, and I find OpenLayers to be more flexible when it comes to the other data sources that I want to work with. Your mileage may vary. To make an informed decision for yourself, follow through this course on OpenLayers, and then check out Mark Lewin's Google Maps API Get Started course here on Pluralsight and see which one you prefer.